Hi everyone, I am Madison Kleckler. I am a pre and postnatal exercise specialist and a blogger and the owner of MadisonKleckler.com. I do online training for pregnancy and postpartum and beyond. So today we are going to talk about one of my favorite ways to deadlift. And if you're a mom of a million kids like I am, you know that we're always multitasking. Now, you can do this exercise with or without the extra baby weight, but I've got a fussy one here, so I'm just going to use her as a weight as well. Now, this deadlift is a slightly sumo stance, which means the feet are just a hair wider than your traditional deadlift stance, and you're doing a single arm lift. So super common, something we do every single day that we don't really realize that we're doing. And this one's particularly awesome for later in pregnancy and earlier in the postpartum period. It can give you a little bit more support with that wider stance. All right, so I've got a kettlebell here and of course my extra baby weight. This is something that you probably do if you're a new mom, if you're going to pick up the car seat or the diaper bag and you've got a super fussy baby who does not want to be set down. So I'm going to take my feet just outside of my hips. I personally like to have my toes pointed out just a little bit. You can have those feet straight if it feels better to you. Either way, it is not wrong. And then I'm going to have my kettlebell or dumbbell, whatever weight you're using, I'm going to have it about lined up with my ankle bones here. So with the deadlift, your hips are going to go back towards the wall behind you. What I like to tell my clients is to pretend that they have a laser pointer on their pubic bone. When you start, the laser pointer is pointing toward the floor, and when you end that deadlift, the laser pointer is pointing toward the wall behind you. So I'm going to use my free hand here, hinge at my hips. I like to push them back just a little bit, slight knee bend here, grab the weight, and then bring it on up. So hinging forward at the hips. You should feel some nice work there in the hamstrings and the glutes as well. And then bringing those hips up to neutral with the rib cage stacked on top of the hips there in your end range of motion. Here from the side, slightly sumo stance, hips towards the wall behind you, lifting that weight up. Slight squeeze of the glutes, but not bringing them all the way forward. That can be advantageous in some ways or another, but for this exercise, we're just gonna end with those ribs stacked over our hips, meaning standing up tall. You can think about pressing the floor away with your feet to get that super tall stance. All right, that's how you do the slightly sumo stance deadlift with a single arm. Enjoy.